Right, Jay Bothward here with us. We're going to talk about your former club Wolves at the moment. Their preferred candidate for head coach following Bruno Lage's sacking, Julen Lopetegui. Now, he was sacked last night. He was already on their list as a top target. Suddenly, he's sacked. Before discussing whether he would be a good replacement, what do you reckon about what happened with Bruno Lage? And was it a bit too sudden?
It's a difficult one because Wolves do have some fantastic players, and they have produced in the Premier League as well. I think there's been a lot of changes, managers leaving, and then of course they're signing. They signed that striker, and then he got injured. It's been really, really unfortunate. But like we said before, it's a cutthroat business. If you're not getting the results, then changes can be made quickly. But I still think they'll be okay. I still think they can produce. I still think they can get results in the Premier League. Like I said, they've got that quality. Diego Costa going there, I still think he has something to offer. His presence alone can cause defenders problems. He might not have that speed now, but he still has that aggression. He still holds the ball up really well and he can finish.
They strengthened the squad in the summer, but they are 6 points worse off compared to this stage last season. Do you think that is what cost him?
I mean, yes, but there are some teams that are in that position as well. West Ham, they finished really well last year, and I'm looking at that and I'm saying, again, the owners have patience with Moyes. Maybe the Wolves owners could have showed more patience, but they decided not to, of course. It's still early in the season. There's still a lot of games to be played. So I am a bit disappointed that they let him go, to be honest.
And what about Lopetegui leaving his job at Sevilla? He's only ever managed in Spain and Portugal. Do you see him being a good fit? He's got the Portuguese link, so he ticks that box. They're always linked with Portuguese managers.
That's what it is now, isn't it? Everyone, players, managers, coming from Portugal. We will have to see. I think he done, last night was a terrible result, don't get me wrong, but he has a philosophy. He believes in his philosophies. He plays that passing style. I think that he could be good for Wolves, but again, he doesn't have that experience in the English game, and that's always difficult. But he would have had conversations with the hierarchy at Wolves. He would have looked at the players, and of course, I'm sure that he watches the Premier League. He believes in his qualities, so let's see.
You've mentioned Diego Costa, coming off the bench against West Ham, 3 goals scored. It's the lowest in the league for the side, but does he still have what it takes to help turn things around, and what would it take?
I think he still does. If you're going to ask him to close fullbacks down and press, for 90 minutes, he might not have that. But like I said, he has that prowess. He has presence. He can score goals with his head, with his feet. His link-up play is very good as well. He was unfortunate not to score in the last game as well. So I believe he still can do a job for them. But again, 3 goals, it's not very good. I think the goals need to come from everywhere. They have the quality. I think letting Conor Cody go, I think that was it looks like a mistake. He was great for the dressing room. He's a great character, and he's producing at Everton. I think that's a mistake, but it's one they have to live with. You look at them and they're playing Neves at centre-back. Was it a good decision? We'll see.
He does return to Stamford Bridge on Saturday to face his former team, Chelsea. Do you think that will be a catalyst to fire him up? Unfortunately, they face them having, done brilliantly in the Champions League and put in a 5-star performance. Is that something that worked for you during your career when you went back to a team you had links with?
Yeah, of course. When you get released from a club or you leave a club, you feel like you always want to go back there and prove your worth, especially when you leave and you don't want to, or you leave because the manager believes you're not good enough and you believe you are. Those kind of decisions that he's made, you feel like when you go back there, you want to prove yourself and say, hey, I am good enough. This is what you've lost. It happened in my career, and I'm sure he'll have the same hunger in his belly as well.